Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So I have two videos today because I don't want to make separate videos, okay? So the first video is of this lady having a question for child-free women. And the second video is of this dad who defended his son after being confronted by his son's bully. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the first video. We're going to get into the reactions from other people. I'll give my take. Then we'll get into the second video and do the same. All right. So let's get into the first video.
I know a lot of girls gonna hate me for saying this, but for the ones that don't want to have kids, what is your plan for when you get older? I'm not judging you. Hey, do you, boo? But seriously, like, what is your plan for when you get older? If, like, when you get older, your kids are usually the ones to take care of you or make sure you have a good retirement home, make sure no one's, kicking you behind the door or anything at the retirement home if that's where you choose to go. But what's your plan? Like, I'm realizing more than often than not, women are not wanting to have kids for their own reasons. Some can't, some don't want to end up as single mothers, some just like, yeah, no, it's just not happening. But like, what's y'all plan? I ain't judging. I just want to know, like, seriously, from one person to another, like, what's the plan?
Yeah. Now, I feel this whole idea of having kids so that when you get older, they'll come and take care of you. That kind of narrative, concept, or idea should die with our generation. Now, I don't know which generation is this one, but 30s, mid-30s, 40s, late 20s, it should die with us. Okay, because if that part comes into play, a lot of people will start thinking deeply before having children. Because if your whole mindset is to have children so that they'll come and take care of you when you are older, you're already on the wrong path. You've already failed. It's a wrong mindset. Yeah, I know back in the day that was the norm, okay? We had extended families, older generations were taken care of by the children, daughters-in-law, sons-in-laws, whoever came to live with them. And that was the thing. And it's still practiced in Africa. Most of these children, they are not really happy about it, but they have to do it, all right? Because that's the culture and that's the norm. And I'm sure in the next few years, it's going to change over there too, because with everything that is going on in the world, people will start seeing that. A few weeks ago, I saw that they started building care homes in Ghana, right? So yeah, I'm sure in the next 10, 20 years, it will become a thing in Ghana as well. Because me, while I was growing up, I remember my great grandmother, my grandmom had someone coming in to take care of her, right? Someone comes into the house, take care of her, because her children were also career women. They were also doing their own thing. So it was what it was. But over here in the West, at this point in time in our lives, with everything that is going on, it's selfish for you to believe that, oh, I'm going to come and give birth to kids, and then when I grow up, they're going to come and take care of you. Because children are not a retirement plan. That type of mindset is outdated. And what we should do is start looking at old age with a different mindset. It's a lot for children to deal with, especially when they have their own children, especially when they have careers, especially when they have their own lives to lead. All right. So don't ever think that you not having children or you having children is going to contribute to you having amazing life at your old age. Nah. Nah. Most of the children, they check out because life has a way of tussling with them too. All right. So you have to start planning your old age as if you don't have children. But anywho, let's get into what other people have to say.
But for the ones that don't want to have kids, what is your plan for when you get older?
This is an excellent question. As a child-free person by choice, I am happy to answer. So for me, it's a two-part. I do own my own home. So first thing is to, between the age of 65 to 75, hire a living nurse or get long-term medical care in a nursing home, whichever is applicable at the time. And so my retirement savings and insurance is geared towards that. I've also spoken to family and friends, given that they're still alive, given that they have the capacity, they know what is going on as well. So I don't plan my future in isolation of the people that I love, and I know that will be there. Even if I do have a life partner or possibly a spouse, as much as marriage is not at the top of my list, it's something that I am open to considering. I always put it that way. This conversation will be had with that person as well, but I don't look to others to fund my future or my senior citizen life. So it's something I think about, but I think everyone should think about it irrespective of having children or not.
You get older.
So I wanted to answer this question as someone who is child-free and as somebody who works in healthcare. First of all, children are not a retirement plan. Recently, I've had some developmentally disabled patients, and if they're not capable of making their own medical decisions, what kind of care do you think they're giving their parents? None. They don't have the capacity to. I've had other patients that are in active addiction. Once again, they are not able to make choices for their parents if they had a medical crisis. More commonly, the kids live out of state, and they're not super available. Estrangement, also very common. Do you know how many people I send home on a taxi voucher because they don't have anybody in their life to give them a ride? There's also children who predeceased their parents. What I'm seeing a lot are spouses and siblings advocating for the patient. And crazily enough, I had this patient who was 70, and the mom called to check in on him. And I'm just sitting there trying to do the math. I'm like, your kid is 70? How old is the mom? Now, if you don't believe me, and that's fine, I would encourage you to talk to other healthcare workers, more on the long-term care side of things. Now, as a child-free person who's taking care of me, the same people that are taking care of you in the nursing home, my personal plan is to get long-term care insurance. The last time I tried, I was in my late 20s, and they told me I was too young. And that was just one broker that I spoke to.
Get older.
Well, I'll give you an example. My egg donor had 3 children. I'm the oldest, and I had no contact with her. I don't talk to her at all. Not even a little bit. Apparently, my sisters have got no contact, but I'm kind of low contact with my youngest sister. Or I don't have any contact with my youngest sister. But apparently they're both no contact with my egg donor as well. In fact, my aunt, my egg donor sister, had my niece call my sister to let her know that my egg donor had a major surgery. And then my sister called me to let me know. And I didn't give a fuck. I didn't ask if she was okay. I didn't call her to see if she was okay. I didn't write a letter to see if she was okay, because I don't give a fuck. So if I have children, there's no guarantee that they're going to take care of me when I get older. And I wouldn't want to put the burden on my children to have to take care of me when I get older. So what are my plans when I get old? Live, travel, and die. Like, hopefully I'll have friends who, I get to hang out with in my old age, or hopefully my husband, lives with me to old age. But I'm just going to live my life and then die. What else is there?
Have a good retirement home.
I have kids, so I'm going to put that out there. But I will say, it's not your kid's job to plan for your old age. Just because you have kids, it does not mean they're going to take care of you in your old age. Having kids does not mean they're going to keep you safe in your old age. Look at all these true crime things where people have been unalived by their own children. That's not a guarantee. If you want to have kids, have them. If you don't, you don't. But do not have kids thinking it is a guarantee they're going to make sure you're okay in your old age, because that's not true.
What is your plan for when you get older?
In this time and age, people are still getting children for the wrong reasons, like you want them to look after you when you get older. What if they die? They could pass on, no one knows the future. Like, for instance, my dad and the sister, they passed on and their parents are still there. What if they didn't have other children to look after them? What could have happened? You don't get children so that they can look after you when you're old. You get them because you're ready financially, you're ready emotionally, and you want to. No one is forcing you, and it's not a mistake. You do it because you want to, and not because you want them to look after you when you're old. What if they don't? What if they end up hating you because of your bad habits when raising them, because you didn't love them at first, and they won't take care of you when you're old? What if that happens? You do it because you want to.
Yeah, I think they've said everything. And yeah, I agree with them. Children are not a retirement plan, once again. Plan your life as if you don't have children. And if you have children, please don't be a burden onto them, all right? Because some people take it there. Some parents take it there. And that's what forces some of these children to lose contact with them. They take it there. They are very manipulative. They are very demanding. They want you to do it because they feel like you are indebted to them. Anyway, let's get into the second story.
Yeah, that's my son. You can't say. You can't say that one to my son, okay?
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh!
Yo! Call the cops right now! Call the cops right now!
Yeah. Now this has got a lot of people talking. A few weeks ago, there was this Australian mom who also went to the class of her child's bully, and there was a whole conversation about it back then. Everybody was sharing their opinion about it. Some were in support of it, others were not. Let me know what you think about this. Let's get into what other people had to say.
Son, you can't say. You can't say that one to my son, okay?
Okay, bye-bye. Yo! Call the cops right now! Call the cops right now!
So before I start with this video, I just want to put across that I do not believe in violence against children. But we're going to talk about this incident that happened, and it's been all over my FYP, so let's talk about it. So I'm going to assume that the little boy has been bullied for quite a while by the girl that was in the pink t-shirt. And the dad got involved, and you can hear in the video, he wasn't aggressive. He said, please do not talk like that to my son. And basically coming to his child's defence, as every parent should do. The girl then continued to bully the little boy with the parent standing right next to her. I don't think people understand the lengths people are willing to go to protect their child, no matter who it is or how old they are. So the dad decided he had enough and basically slapped the bully across the face, which I think was completely reasonable. This once happened to my stepson a few years ago. He was getting bullied by this girl that was the same age as him, in the same class, and me and the dad had to go in. Mum was busy, she couldn't make it, she was away for work, which was understandable. We had to address the fact that multiple times to the school that my stepson was being bullied, he was coming home crying, he was too scared to go to school because of this bully. So I kindly put it across to the parents, you need to discipline your child, because if it kept going, me or my partner would. And the parent of bullies, I've come across it working in schools, I'm being a step parent myself, they don't discipline their kids whatsoever because they think the sun shines out of their backside. So I kindly put it across to my stepson, if she bullies you again, you punch her as hard as you can in the face. The parents of the bullies got really aggressive, and I stood up and my partner stood up saying, well, if that's the case, you're not going to discipline your child, we'll have to discipline you next time, and I don't care where it is, you'll fall flat on your arse. Parents of bullies that don't discipline their kids need to understand that if their bully of a child is not disciplined, they are going to meet someone at the wrong place at the wrong time, they are going to piss the wrong person off, and they are going to get shredded into pieces. I will die for my stepson. He is my absolute world, and me and his baby mama get on pretty well. You do not mess with anybody's kids. That's the end of it.
Page, and let me just say, if you don't raise your kids right, the world will. First off, everyone saying that he uppercutted him have never seen an uppercut before, because that was just like a smack / a backhand. I couldn't see because it got censored, but I knew for a fact it wasn't an uppercut. Before you start popping off, I recommend watching the video, and you will see his son is like 5 or 6, and the person bullying him, she's like 12, 11 maybe, but I think she looks like 12 or 13. I was in his son's position before, except the guy who was bullying me was a dude, and he was a lot older than me too, and he threatened to beat me up every single day until my brother took action and beat him up. And whole different story. But going back to the main topic, a lot of people are like, oh, 2 wrongs don't make a right, that man should have never put his hands on another person, especially a kid, blah blah blah. I'm not saying what he did was right, but do I agree with him or like understand his reasoning? 100%. You bully my kid, you're causing them mental, psychological problems for the rest of their life, and then you're gonna disrespect me in front of my kid. You may or may not got smacked. Would I smack the bully? Probably not. Would I have a conversation with their parents? And if their parents laughed in my face, then I'm fighting the parents. I don't care. Also, my dad has 10 siblings. I'm gonna pull up the whole clan and jump their family. Now in America, I'm gonna be for real, I might think twice, because America, you could smack or punch someone and it's like instant assault and that's a whole case. But this video looked like it was taken overseas, so it looked like it was an Arab country, and I grew up in Dubai. Let me tell you, the laws there are completely different. A little smack is not gonna be considered assault over there. Now if you see the video, he was talking to the girl respectfully and he said, "I don't want you bullying my son anymore," and she just rolled her eyes and she says, "Okay, Baba," and then she got face to face with her son, and you could tell she was about to say something or do something, and that's when the dad smacked the shit out of her. Let me tell y'all, overseas, people have got smacked for a lot less than doing that. That is straight up disrespect to your elders, and especially in Arab countries, like, that does not fly.
Okay, a couple of quick points, because multiple things can be true at the same time. One, grown men should not be hitting young girls. Point number two, violence is almost never the answer, and it is never ever the first answer. With that being said, that girl got exactly what she deserved. Exactly what she deserved, and maybe not even enough, but I think that that'll do it. That man said very clearly, "You cannot say that to my son. You cannot say that to my son." And she put her hands on her knees. She said, "Okay, bye-bye." First of all, donezo, right there, okay? She got her hands on her knees and said it again. Boom! Good, good. You wanted a reaction, and you got it now. So what? So what now? What was your end game? Now that it's gotten to this point, what was going to be the next step? You didn't have one, right? Because you didn't expect for that man to stand on 10 for his son the way he did. Oh. A couple of things my dad taught me growing up. A, don't be a bully, okay? People are going to bully you. You deal with them accordingly, but don't you ever in your life be a bully. Number two, don't put out what you can't take back, and you don't know what anybody will put out behind what you just did. So watch what you do and be mindful of other people. If you do something, be prepared to take accountability and apologize for it. That could solve a lot of shit right there. Just being accountable for your own actions, as young as you may be. That starts when you're young. And I don't know, bottom line, I hope it works out for that dad. I hope that he doesn't have to deal too much with anything in court as far as that goes. I hope he's proud of himself for standing up for his son. He should be. And that girl, she will never do that again. She will never do that again. And if that's what it took to get that done, boy, whatever.
I just saw a video of a man confronting a little girl that was trying to bully his toddler child. Mind you, the little girl looked like damn near preteen. And why did the little girl continue to try to pop it at the little kid? The dad went, pow! I'm telling y'all, my mouth hit this desk. Because part of me is like, you know what? Hell yeah. But then the other part of me is, that's a grown-ass man hitting a little girl. And these are the moments where I would be conflicted as a parent myself, and I get it. I get it. You're wrong. You're wrong. He's wrong. He's wrong? Yeah, he's wrong. But I get it. Personally, I would just be like, little girl, go get your daddy. Little girl, go get somebody. And he probably going to jail. But I'm sorry. He deserved to go to jail, but he stood 10 toes behind his kid, and I bet she don't bully no more toddlers.
Yeah, that's my son. You can't say. You can't say that one to my son, okay?
Okay, bye-bye.
You know what, yeah, with no doubt. As an old man, as a man, yeah, you don't get a child, yeah? But you know what, yeah, this girl, yeah, her parents need a freaking pulling aside and actually having a word or two with. She is so spoiled. First of all, bullying a freaking another child is no joke. Children are doing suicide. Parents are taking heat. So respect to this father for coming up to the bully and talking to the bully and saying to the bully, look, what are you doing? This is what parents should be doing. As a mother, that's what you should be doing. As a father, that's what you should be doing. You understand? You can't just turn a blind eye to it. what's your freaking child gonna think? Oh, no one's helping me. This is why they're doing freaking suicide. So this father's confronted this girl and says, why are you bullying my freaking son for? And you can see this girl is well older than this boy. And then she takes a freaking piss in front. Instead of getting a bit embarrassed or a bit scared and thinking, you know what? Oh, this is wrong, you know what I mean? Apologize, you know, don't go to my parents, or you know what I mean, something like that. She's taking a piss and says some fun and joke. So my man's flipped it. My man's is flipped out and freaking slapped her. I don't think he's uppercut her. I don't think he gave her an uppercut. A lot of people are saying uppercut. Nah, bruv, I don't think he gave her an uppercut. I think he just slapped her. You understand where I'm coming from, yeah? But some people are saying she deserved it. So next time she will freaking realise that don't freaking take the piss. This is severe. You understand? And some people say, nah, the father shouldn't have done that. So what I think both. She deserved it. She deserved the freaking slap. And second thing, the guy shouldn't have done that because he's a man. He shouldn't have even done that. You understand where I'm coming from, yeah? But this ain't freaking no joke thing. I've made a video about this 2 days ago. About freaking bullies. Listen to me. Listen to me, teenagers, children in school, teenagers, adults, whatever. Stop freaking bullying other freaking children in school. You're a freaking child. Stop bullying another child in school because it's not on. You know where I'm coming from, yeah?
Now, to the man that smacked that little girl for bullying his child, well done. Listen, I'm a father of single father of 2 girls, and if a grown man hit my child, you gonna meet your maker. But at the same time, he is sitting there trying to defend his child, telling you to stop bullying his child, and you didn't proceed to bully him in front of him. The ultimate disrespect, my hand would not allow me not to smack the shit out of her. Y'all, these kids need to start learning that some of us parents don't give a f, especially in that manner. Teach your kids better. Teach your kids.
This girl looks like, early teens, maybe 11, 12 or 13, I don't know. And this little boy is there and the father is telling you, please don't do that. And you're still doing it. Like, I don't condone violence, especially towards children, but there are certain things that you need to teach your children, okay? Don't disrespect people. Like, you don't know who you are going to meet, because this in itself is dangerous. We are facing a lot of things as women, as young girls, and so on and so forth, and this shouldn't be a part of it. All right, so don't create an avenue for people to take advantage of certain situations, to take out their frustrations, their anger, and everything towards you, right? Because you don't know when people will lose it. Calling him Baba or whatever it is, it's just you being disrespectful, So yeah, talk to your daughters about these things as well, because it could go wrong. I'm sure it's not in the West. Somebody said it's in one of the Arab countries, so I don't know how that is going to go down over there. As a parent myself, I would like to meet her parents. Hopefully they can help their daughter, right, to understand that she shouldn't be doing that. But like the other guy said, some children are spoiled, right? They are spoiled. They get away with a lot of things at home, or they could be going through things at home themselves, and they take it out on people that they believe are weaker than them. And most of these children that are bullies are being bullied themselves, or they've been allowed to, do or get away with a lot of things, all right? And that's what is happening here. And so it is what it is, I suppose. If you go and play silly games, you're going to win silly prizes, all right? If you take it out on little boys, you bully them, little girls, you bully them, you don't know what kind of parents you're going to meet, all right? So be respectful in everything that you do, and if you don't want something to be done to you, don't do it onto other people. Again, I don't condone violence, but I feel like in that situation, that dad, he was frustrated, he had had enough, and that's why he took it out on her, which he shouldn't have done. But then I get it. Like the other guy said, I get it. You never know, and it could go worse. Some people will take it an extra mile. It will not just be a smack on the face. It will be something else, all right? So if you're a bully, learn your lessons from this, because you don't know who you are going to meet. Some parents will be quiet about it, other parents, they won't. But anyway, let me know your thoughts about all of this, and I'll see you again with another video. Take care of yourselves and one another. Bye.